And I'm Mike Morrison. We have moved into our live music studio, the Music Hall here at FM 101.9. We are joined by the very lovely Vonda Shepard. Welcome, Vonda.
Thank you.
How are you this afternoon?
I'm really very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, excellent. Vonda's I guess, a singer-songwriter. It's difficult to describe. Most of the people who come in here, we sort of have to describe that way as singer-songwriters.
That's
although
a good title.
It can mean so much to different people. Vonda's been here in Los Angeles for many years, making music for a lot of them. She released 2 albums earlier in this decade, I guess one in 1989 or 90, and then the second one in 92, but it's been 4 years since that album. A new 3rd album is completed. It's called It's Good, Eve.
That's right.
It's good, Eve.
Yes.
And as we speak, we understand it's trickling into stores, although the official release date isn't until
the 6th.
The 6th. But if you have a Vonda-friendly record store in your neighborhood, you perhaps can go out and buy it today. Vonda has a couple of musicians with her this afternoon. They are Michael Landau on guitar. And,
Woo!
Yes. And Martin Tillman, who we recognize as a former member of the Wild Colonials, another great local band. Or are you still with the Colonials?
No, we're friends and we're playing and doing things like this.
And hanging now and performing with
He's
Vonda
in our
Shepard.
band now.
I'm joined this band.
Martin not only has a solid cello, a solid body cello, but an entire array of unusual effects that I'm sure we're going to be hearing this afternoon. Vonda, I expect we're going to hear you do, well, what are you going to do? Do Grain of Sand first and then another one from the new album as well?
Yes.
Okay. Vonda Shepard here in the Music Hall at FM 101.9.
Say
I see you know the drill. Vonda Shepard here in the Music Hall at FM 101.9, removing the guitar and I guess getting ready to play some piano. Just removing her head. The quick switch.
A little tap dance, a little juggling.
One of the cool things about that song is I think is certainly the thing that struck me when I first heard it was Vonda was how high your voice goes.
Oh,
when
yes.
did you discover that your voice could go that high?
Right.
I mean, I know you're a woman, and women have higher voices than men often, but that's really high.
Why, thank you, Mike.
I'm not sure I was paying you a no.
No, I know. I'm teasing. Well, let's see. You know, it was weird. That song, I didn't know I could actually do that either. One day I was just sitting around meditating, and I just started doing this weird little thing, like this ethnic thing, and my voice just kept going up and up and up. And so I wrote a song around it.
So
and
she discovered through doing a ethnic vocal exercise that her voice could go up and up and up. You actually you did some background singing. You were on the road with Ricky Lee Jones, and I guess later with Al Jarreau as well at one point.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What's life like on the road for a backup singer in a band like that?
Well, first of all, I really respect both of those artists a lot, and also Jackson Browne. I did, went on the road with him. And I mean, for me, because I always had my own solo career, happening, it was a great learning experience, just watching those awesome artists every night.
Did you see things in them that you said, I am never ever going to do that? The way Ricky Lee is handling this situation, I'm never going to do that.
I really can't say.
Or vice versa. Did you see something that she did, or one of them did that struck you as that I want to? When I get to her position, I want to do that.
Well, one thing that I got out of watching Ricky Lee was her sense of theatrics, and she was very brave in that she would just, try anything that came to her head, and she incorporated a lot of acting into her show. So sometimes, I'm not really going to do that, but she had dancing and, dialogue, and it was very interesting. I'd like to try that sometime.
We're with Vonda Shepard here in the Music Hall. The new album is out now, or on the way out, officially released on February 6th, but as we said before, you can find it in some stores. It's called It's Good Eve, and I guess is this show this Saturday? Is this like a record release party?
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
So Saturday night at the Troubadour, and you mentioned your friendship with Jackson Browne. I guess you've been working with him lately as well. You recorded the album at his studio?
Yeah, I did.
Is that in his house, or is it a...
No, it's an actual studio on a street in Los Angeles. Yeah, I did the most of the album there, and pretty quickly, in about 4 weeks. And, it's been amazing working with him. He's been very supportive.
So he's been hanging around for the sessions? Or he was there during the recording of the record?
He'd stop in and say hi and have a cup of coffee. Actually, no, he doesn't drink coffee, but occasionally. But
nice.
It was great. It was an amazing experience, and it was great to produce this album myself with Michael Landau, because we had total creative freedom.
Which was different than your previous experiences making records?
Why, yes.
So your new label, has cooked up this wacky scheme, and I'll just give the details about it before we get into the next song. So you have this gig Saturday night at the Troubadour, and what we're doing is we're asking listeners to fax in, a notice, a piece of paper that says Vonda and has the name and the address and a phone number on it. And what we're going to do is pick 10 winners who are going to get tickets to the show, in addition to an autographed CD. So you're going to have to autograph 10 copies of your CD. I hope you're up to that.
I'll rest up.
However, the real piece de resistance, so to speak, is I guess from the stage or on stage at the show, you're going to draw one of these names.
Right. From a fishbowl full of fish.
And the winner will accompany you to Las Vegas to see a Jackson Browne show, with a Vonda Shepard Jackson Browne show,
right,
at the Hard Rock Cafe.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to open for him.
That's a brilliant idea.
I don't know if we're actually going to be arm in arm as we accompany each other.
The person will fly to Vegas and see the show and hopefully not gamble their livelihood away.
We're giving them $20,000. Just kidding.
I'll just give the fax number if you'd like to enter. It's 213-845-1629. Just say you'd like to enter the Vonda Shepard contest. Put your name, address, and daytime phone. 10 winners will be chosen to attend the show Saturday night and receive an autographed copy of Vonda Shepard's new album, It's Good Eve. And one person at the show will be drawn to get tickets to fly to Vegas, see Jackson Browne and Vonda Shepard, and hopefully come back in one piece. Vonda, Martin, Michael, can we get another tune? What are we going to hear?
Sure. This is a song called Like a Hemisphere, and it's my most optimistic song on the album, I think. So it's in the key of E flat.
Vonda Shepard in the Music Hall at FM 101.9.
What I'm lacking, and it tells me without attacking my life. He sees what I'm needing, and he gives me love without my pleading. I see where his worries lie, and I help him to decide. He sees what I'm missing. Sometimes I need to be alone, but sometimes I need him to listen. Like a hemisphere, he surrounds me with a wisdom that astounds me. The horizon, he draws an eye to him, and it makes me see just how lonely I have been. What I'm thinking without a sign, without blinking my eyes. I know what he's asking. In our love, there ain't no mask and no disguise. I know what he's after. It's the truth and the laughter. Why can't we see in ourselves all the beauty we see in everybody else? Like a hemisphere, he surrounds me with a wisdom that astounds me. The horizon, he draws my eye to him, and it makes me see like a radio. He calls out to me in the middle of the night. Like a hemisphere, he is perfectly clear, and it makes me see just how lonely I have been. I don't wanna go through this life just getting by. I wanna fly. I don't wanna go through this life not asking why. I need to know why we are here. We are here together now. I don't wanna go through this life just to die. Well, you made me see just how lonely I have been. Like a hemisphere, he surrounds me with a wisdom that astounds me. The horizon, he draws my eye to him, and it makes me
Some real nice music for a kind of a rainy Wednesday afternoon. Kind of fits the mood. Like a Hemisphere, the name of that song, I guess, from the new album. Vonda Shepard, our guest here this afternoon on FM 101.9. The new record just out, just coming out, called It's Good, Eve. It's good, Eve.
It's good, Eve. I like the way you say that.
There's many ways you can say it. Appearing Saturday night at the Troubadour, the record release party. Vonda and Martin and Michael Landau and Martin Tillman, thanks so much for coming in this afternoon. It sounded really wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good luck.